Alright, so it looks like the stream is live. So what I've done is I've already gone through the boring part of taxiing to the runway here. And if we look at the map, we're at Kobuleti right here. We're going to be intercepting unknown threats from Russia. We're not really sure what they're going to be. This mission is meant as a random intercept mission. I could intercept MiG-29s, MiG-21s, Su-24s, Su-25s, all kinds of different planes, and that's what makes it interesting. You don't really know what you're going to get. It randomizes a few airplanes that will probably spawn in different areas on the map. We know they're going to be coming, generally speaking, from the north, either like from the coast or from more inland, but that's pretty much all we know. We do have a friendly AWACS. There's a friendly C-130 that's coming in, and we're flying in a Spanish F-18, and so it's really like a mission that I had built for the Mirage 2000 at first. Then I had adapted it for the Mirage F1. Now I've sort of adapted it for the F-18, and even though today I'm using Sparrows, which is much less high-tech than the AMRAAMs we're often accustomed to in the modern versions of the F-18, I still think it's much easier to use this platform, even without the helmet-mounted system and all. It still works much better than, let's say, a Mirage 2000 or an F5, which are the planes I've been also flying lately, where I thought I had a lot of difficulty. So I'm coming back to something I'm a bit more familiar with, but using weapon systems that I don't use as often. So let's go try this. So I'm going to unpause the sim. I've just been cleared for takeoff on runway 25. And it's usually after takeoff that we have indications of where the enemy is going to be. And so I've put myself here on comms 1 on channel 2, which is the channel of the AWACS. I'm just going to confirm that by asking for a bogey dope.
Overlord 1-1, Dodge 1, request bogey dope. Dodge 1, Overlord 1-1, clean.
Okay, so right now he's giving me clean because the bogeys haven't been spawned in yet. So we're going to pretend we're doing a scramble takeoff to go intercept bogeys. Get our gear up. Random target initializing. Contacts to the north, Angels 2. So they're going to be low flying bogeys.
Dodge 1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 35543 at 1,500 knots.
Somewhere around that bearing here.
Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 356-440 at 1,500 knots.
It would appear we have 2, as we can see here on the data link. Alright.
Dodge 1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 357-435 at 1,500
So I'm going to turn the lights off. Gonna put it on the Sparrows right away. Go on the track while scan. Bug our first target there. 22 miles. Just for fun, because it is a stream, we're gonna go look at what they are, and they're not a huge threat, as you can see. We got some of the easy ones to start with here. The other day, my first target that was spawned was a MiG-29. It was a bit more challenging. These I don't think will pose a threat to my plane, so I'm a much bigger threat to them than they are to me. So I guess we'll get ready to get a lock on the first one. Reduce the range a bit. Now we have a single target track, 7 miles, Fox 1. So I fired it in loft mode. I'm going to set it to norm now, just in case I need to fire a second one. And he's hit. So we'll keep searching, see if we can spot the other one that was there. There he is. First one is down. I'll go single target track. 7 miles, Fox 1. This one we're going in more direct shots. Would appear we've missed. Nope, we got him. I wasn't too sure, but we got him. Very good. So that looks like it's a successful intercept. And if we look at the F-10 map, I think they're all gone. There we go. And if we talk to the AWACS.
Overlord 1-1, Dodge 1. Request bogey dope.
Is our AWACS busy? In the meantime, I'll start flying back. But I think we got it. Usually I have 1 or 2 planes in this mission as the targets. That's why I know it's probably completed. Alright, and so what's fun with this, because it's random, is that we can restart and we'll probably get a different thing happening. So I'm gonna go back and quit. We'll go back to the editor where you can see the mission. It's really, like you can see here, it's different groups that can appear that I've planned. So we're just gonna restart it. This time you'll get to see the whole taxi part. But it's the same type of mission. We don't really know what to expect. Hopefully we'll get something different. This is the dangers of doing something live like this. You never know what's gonna happen. Is it gonna be the same thing again? Is it gonna be another type of bandit? So for now, I'm just gonna set up my cockpit as I usually do. Get things ready. There we go. Nothing here we need. I guess I could set the lights to their usual positions there and turn them on for takeoff. And then I think here I have to go to channel 10 for the airfield.
Kobuleti, Dodge 1. Request taxi to runway.
This is always important to arm the ejection seats. Alright, so let's taxi. You can see one of the remnants of the previous mission this was based on. There's still a Mirage F1 that's parked here. I put like another F-18, but yeah. So we're gonna taxi to the runway. Try to make it quick to have too much of the boring stuff happening. I'm gonna turn on my data link if I want to be able to get info from the AWACS through that on my SA page. See the Spanish symbols on the wings, and in front of us we have a Spanish C-130.
Kobuleti, Dodge 1. Request takeoff.
Go 86. And there we go. We'll basically just know after takeoff what kind of targets we're going to get. Airborne, gears up, flaps up. Scramble, scramble! Bearing 325 Angel 7. We're gonna climb. Go lights off. Alright, and here we're going to switch to channel 2.
Overlord 1-1. Dodge 1. Request bogey dope.
Looks like we've got 2 contacts again.
Dodge 1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 331 460 at 3,000 knots. Dodge 1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 345 435 at 3,000 knots.
Let's have a look at what they look like. Okay, this time it's MiG-21s.
Dodge 1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 345 435 at 3,000 knots.
So we're 30 miles from the targets. They're a little bit higher than last time. So we've got another one that's a little bit higher, a little further. Are they both? Yeah, they're both MiG-21s. The other one is trying to climb and move away. They both look like they're headed out to sea. Burn some fuel, try to get there faster, and then we'll drop our tank in case we get a dogfight, a MiG. Bit of a lead pursuit there. And I guess it's going to be time to drop the tanks. Almost empty. Close enough. There we go. And so now we're going to be a bit lighter. Going to go with the normal mode. Getting our shoot cue. Fox 1. Fox 1 again. This looks like it's tracking. Kaboom. Okay, where's the other one? For bogey dope.
Overlord 1-1, Dodge 1, request bogey dope.
They're not answering. But I see a white contrail right there. So that means I could go like in one of those modes. Get a lock, quick lock. Fox 2. Fox 1. Switch to sidewinders. He's really maneuvering like crazy. I'll go back to Fox 1s. Not catching up real quick. Okay, Fox 1 again. Okay, we hit it. Second missile did the job. You can see a shoot there. And down he goes. That was work. Get out of ACM mode. AWACS, are you still on the air or did you go silent?
Dodge 1. Request bogey dope.
I guess they went silent. They're still flying normally, but okay. So how about we try another one? Now what I was wondering is if my Mirage 2000 version is still flyable. Because I've practiced the Mirage 2000 a little bit lately, and it's pretty much the same mission. Hasn't been flown in quite a while. So what I'll do here is I'll go quit. Mission editor. Let's see if I can open the version I made for the Mirage 2000. As you can see, lots of missions in here. Okay. Is it easy intercept? Is it random intercept? Random intercept day. There we go. So it's more or less the same, it's just not as pretty as the other one. But this time we should be in a Mirage 2000 equipped with these types of missiles. Alright, I feel like trying that. So again, let's go here. So you can see like where these bogies could appear. In the other version, which I cleaned up a bit, you don't see them, but it gives you an idea that it's pretty random. Okay, so let's go yes and start. I think this was the original version. Then I made the Mirage F1 version, which was more like cleaned up and everything. And when I made the EF-18 version that we just flew, since now I tend to use more the advanced radios, I cleaned that part up too. So what I just realized is I don't know which frequencies I have in the Mirage, so I'll just go check that to make sure at least that I have the Runway, Kobuleti, and the AWACS. So the AWACS is on what, 251 by default, and in the Mirage 251 is our default channel 1, and then this runway here is 133. Would be channel 10. Okay, so let's try that. Channel 1 on the UHF, which will be where it is anyways, and then channel 10 on the other one. Okay. Testing out stuff. I'm not quite as good with the Mirage as I am with the F-18, as you'll see, but hey, that's what training is for. Alright, so let's just pause this a little bit. We'll just do the prepping of the waypoints. One of the things I like to do in this plane. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. Let's get back here. So we've got 3 waypoints basically to prep. So prep 01 validate prep 02 validate prep 03 validate. So that's something I want to do. One of the things I often forget is to set my countermeasures, so I guess I'll set these up. And then this radio is already on the right frequency. This one we want on channel 10. And I'm going to turn the lights off right away because they're kind of hard to see here. So this is already on. So there. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything important like this here maybe. Alright. So we'll go on the second radio and request taxi.
Kobuleti, Dodge 1. Request taxi to runway.
They want us to go to 25 again. You can see the airfield now is populated with Mirages instead. Now that I think about it, it would be nice to add maybe a refueler to this mission. It would make for interesting practices where you can do an intercept, practice refueling after, and then come back to land. Although the main focus of the mission is the intercept. I find sometimes when I do these streams I should put my takeoff position closer to the runway. Sometimes when I make multiplayer flights with my wingman, now that we can put planes with the start on ground option, sometimes I'll put our planes like right here on the taxiway ready to make our last turn on the runway. Alright, and so this radio request takeoff.
Dodge 1. Request takeoff.
Yeah, the weird thing here is that I think the Mirage, the altimeter works differently, so I'm not too sure how to set the QFE. So we'll just go like that. We're just doing a scramble. Let's go get those bad guys. Such a cool looking plane. To the north, Angels 2. Wonder if it's gonna be our same ones as before, flying low. 1,500. We seem to have something here on the radar. Since we're not carrying a fuel tank, we're already like on the low fuel. let's select the 530. We do have our box there. We do have master arm as well.
Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint 2 at 27,000.
This is similar to the Sparrow in the sense that it's an SARH missile, semi-active radar homing. Let's try really getting it. Okay, so we've got a lock. We're good. Can we fire? There we go. It's tracking. Kaboom. He's down. Okay, I've got to remember which key clears my radar. What was that, AWACS?
Overlord 1-1, Dodge 1, request bogey dope. Dodge 1, Overlord 1-1, clean.
Okay, clean. I never trust the AWACS. You see, you just passed the other one. So now, what I'll do is I'll try to get myself into one of those air combat modes like this, and we're gonna see if we can spot him visually or on radar with this. If we can get him to get across our beam somewhere. There we go, we got him. He's flying low. Visual on him. We're gonna get closer. We're gonna shoot one of our magics. Looks like it's a good lock. Fox 2. Kaboom. Alright, that wasn't too tough. Victory for the Mirage. I like when you put the auto for the missile selection, that it seems to want to keep the balance of the missiles. In the F-16 and F-18 sometimes they fire both missiles on the same side. Unless you've selected it manually yourself, you're gonna get like an imbalance. Alright, so tell you what, since we've been practicing twice with the F-18, I think what we'll do is we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll reload the mission, try it again. Not quite as comfortable using the air weapons in the Mirage, but I'm getting better at it. I've practiced it a little bit, like in the last 2 days. Alright, so again we're gonna set here our channel to 10. This stays on 1. Channel 10 will request
Runway,
taxi.
Dodge 1, request taxi to runway.
Okay, This is good. I'm gonna turn the lights off. This looks good. Okay. So let's move. Turn on nose wheel steering. I want to check something while I'm on the ground. Earlier I was wondering, this is for IFF. This is the magic unlock. This does nothing. Okay. And this, yeah, I think the depress button there, I think is the one that might bring me back to search. Again, these are things that I'm still somewhat relearning for the Mirage. It's so different from, let's say, F-16, F-18, and other American aircraft. Even the F-15E has a radar that's similar to these other platforms, but this is a whole other country, a whole other system. Just like when you get into the Russian planes, you have to learn how the thinking is behind those. One of the things I'd like to do maybe in the next few days is maybe revisit the MiG-21, MiG-29s. I think it's going to be interesting when we get the full fidelity MiG-29, but I'd like to feel comfortable with just the Flaming Cliffs one before. I can fly it. I can do air to ground with rockets and stuff. Can I do air to air efficiently? Well, right now I would say no. It would take me a few days probably to get comfortable with it. Wrong radio. Let's do it properly. It's part of the training. I like the HUD on the Mirage. The color is really nice. And we're airborne. Getting those gears up. So what's that pan? Does it want us to be in air-to-air? It's already in air-to-air. Is it the same target or is it another one? Ah, you see, this time it's Su-25s. And this one looks like he's got an air-to-air missile, so yes, we'll have to be careful with those Su-25s. 34735. 2000. Okay. We don't have to fly too high. The other one is at 45. Okay, so we'll take this one first. We know the other one is about 10 miles behind. Switch to the 530. Let's put the little thing in the circle there. I guess that'll put us in a lead pursuit. Fuel warning, everything's normal. Didn't I set up my countermeasures? Yes, I did. Always worry because this is the kind of thing I forget a lot. And if these guys start shooting aphids at me, I'm going to be in trouble if I don't have my countermeasures. Alright, so he's sort of beaming me. What I'll do is I'll go behind him. And I'll switch to the magics. Okay, now he's shooting some flares. We got him anyways. Okay. So this is the button to return to search, I think. Is that it? Yes. So where's the other guy? I'd like to have bogey dope, please.
Overlord 1-1, Dodge 1, request bogey dope. Dodge 1, Overlord 1-1, clean.
And again, I don't trust the AWACS. Yeah, there's a guy right there. I thought I saw something. We got him locked. Good luck. Come on. Okay, it wants me to shoot magics today, I guess. Fox 2. Okay, this one went for the flares. We're going to be going for guns. Not very good with guns, but I think I hit him. It's pretty much dead in the water at this point. Yeah. I think I'm out of guns. Yeah, he's ejected anyways, so that's good. Did I have any bullets left? Yeah, I did. But yeah, that plane's going down. There he goes. Alright. So that's all we had. So I am going to switch to the following waypoint. In this flight, the waypoint takes me over the water to land, I think, on 07. So we'll do that just for fun. So yeah, we'll land from the water to there. Like if I click on the waypoints, you'll see what the flight plan is. think the big C-130 is coming there. I wonder if he's going to be using 2.5. Because if he does, I probably would be better off following him. For now, I'm going to climb and get some altitude. So this time we didn't get to use our radar missiles. We mostly used our infrared ones. The first Su-25 was beaming me, and the second one, well, I got his flares with the magic and I ended up having to shoot guns at him. So I think what I'll do is I'll sort of head in that direction and come in that way, because if I ask Tower Kobuleti
Kobuleti, Dodge 1, inbound.
okay, yeah, he wants us to use 2.5. And this is the other guy who wants to go land. Which explains the accent that he was using to talk to the tower on the radio. He is French, just like we are. And yes, I am allowed to make a little bit of, poke a little bit of fun at the French because my ancestors were French. This is plane 032 coming in for landing. Actually, this one is 011. I might have time to land before he does. Trying to see if I spot him in visual or if he's already behind me. Is there a big bad Hercules around me? Yeah, he's right behind. I am a bit fast. I didn't set myself up really for landing. You know what? We'll let the other dude land. we'll do a proper job at doing what we need to do here, because that was a horrible approach. I was trying to go too fast. Thank you. There he is, he's about to land. And touchdown for the Hercules. Okay, so now we're gonna get out of this. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna raise the seat a bit. And we'll request landing again.
Kobuleti, Dodge 1, request landing.
Let's bleed some more energy. Alright, let's get these gears down. So the Hercules is off the runway. There we go. Can see a bit better now. Thank you. Look at the pretty plane coming into land. Touchdown. I say to pump the brakes on the Mirage 2000 so that they don't overheat. Guess we've managed to do a pretty good job. Air brakes in. Roger that, we're taxiing to parking. So I guess this Spanish Hornet flight turned out to be like a European training mission with the French as well. So let's go park in between those two. Somewhere on this line here should work. How's that look? Looks alright. So let's ask the ground crew to put in the wheel chocks.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright. Looking good. Got our pilot here looking at us. And so we're going to turn it off. I like playing with the visor like that. I'm going to show you a different view from up close. This is a cool feature. You can bind the visor to one of your axes, and I have one of the sliders on my throttle that I don't use much. I use it for my visor down, visor up. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this little flight. It's good practice. Cool hand out.